Fog Racing back again with another F1 manager part, and we are in Monte Carlo with Charles Leclerc's home Grand Prix, and season 3 has not been exactly ideal. So therefore, can Charles Leclerc go into this weekend expecting a big fat W? No, because there you go. He can't expect it because he's out in Q1. Leclerc is in the mud, and Sainz qualifies 9th. Verstappen first. It's a bit of a mixed up grid. Hamilton in the Haas up in 5th. The Alpine's doing no bad. And Perez kind of in the mud. But as we go for the race start, I'm hoping for a bit of chaos. I'm hoping the Mercedes can fight for starting, because I think without them, it's probably going to be dead. But as we go to the start of the grid, Verstappen leads very easily. And I mean, both our cars are in the points. Will they finish in the points? Probably not, with a mixture of people on the soft tyre and all that good stuff. But I actually started Charles Leclerc on the hard tyre. As you can see, Kevin Magnussen also going for a similar strategy. But I don't know what I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping for a safety car, but at the same time, you know, if you go long in Monaco, it's not like even with the fresher tyres you'll be able to overtake. So I don't really know what I was going for. I was just kind of hoping for something. But at the end of the day, will it happen? Let's see if it does happen. But moving on, Verstappen, of course, leads. Sainz is in the DRS of Vettel, who sadly has dropped at the DRS of Alonso. And at the front of the grid, it's the same problem. Nobody's in the DRS. Hamilton's in the DRS of Ocon, I believe that is. But as you can see, we've got the two Williams and an Alfa Romeo battling here. But then we get a freeway collision, just a very weird and awkward crash as we decide to pit Carlos Sainz onto the hards, and with the objective of him going to the end. So it means he's going to have to do 56 laps, but hopefully he can do that, as Lance Stroll picked up a penalty for that incident. But as we move on, a few drivers are pitting, but Leclerc, who's yet to stop, is running P2. It's not a net P2, but I mean, it's still a P2 nonetheless. So hopefully we could pull off an absolute masterstroke. But as we move on, we had the AlphaTauri, I believe, of Yuki Tsunoda just absolutely ramming Lewis Hamilton into the bar, man. An absolute insane collision. Lewis Hamilton's had to retire, and look at that, man. The safety car is out. We have got the rear wing, which is absolutely on fire. And probably at this point, I should have decided to pit Charles Leclerc. It probably would have been the smart thing, but I decided to keep him out, which was probably, looking back, very stupid. But we kept it going, and safety car came out. I went back in, sorry, for starting, just to keep him as leading. Look at fucking Leclerc. We're just trying to eke these tyres out so we can go onto the sauce. But lap 44, man, we've kind of had enough. And at this point, we've just got a Trulli train. We've got a Trulli train behind us, and not an awful lot more than that. Is Leclerc is trying to fucking put the foot down, but with two feisty Mercedes behind them, moving on an extra couple of laps, man. As you can see, we've got Sainz sitting in a pretty good position if we can get him to the end, as we're trying to save our tyres and fuel in this Trulli train. Kind of just going through the whole grid here, so to speak. But moving on, we've actually had to pit Leclerc. He's on the mediums, he can push to the end. But Carlos Sainz has Danny Rick, Vettel and Perez and Norris behind him. We lost the position there to Alonso or something, I don't know, but not good. But as you can see, lap 77. Sainz dropped down the order a bit, but we have Perez and Magnussen behind us. Leclerc, like I predicted earlier, you just can't get past people at Monaco, so even giving yourself the faster strategy, it's not going to happen. But I'll admit, in the manager game, it's a wee bit easier, but unless you've got a massive difference, it's pretty hard. But Verstappen wins from Bottas, Russell, Ocon, Alonso, Ricardo, Vettel, Sainz, Perez, and Magnussen. Leclerc in his home Grand Prix finishing for 13th, but McLaren 11th and 14th for the third fastest car. A team that's won races this season, battle for podiums. Gasly was in the championship fight. Absolute disaster for them. Leclerc, Sainz, are they buzzing? Sainz kind of froze the headrest. He's like, not really too good, but again, could have been worse, and there's not much of a celebration. Well, actually, I said there's not much of a celebration. Ferrari are marking out here, but Valtteri Bottas still leads the Drivers' Championship for Max Verstappen, who's moved up, and it's not a good weekend for Gasly and Perez, scoring no or minimal points. But that's going to do it, guys, for this career part. I believe next time it is Canada, eh? What's that all about? So yeah, that'll be a fun track with Lance Stroll getting points in his home Grand Prix. And last year, I believe, did we win Canada? I don't know, actually, Hamilton won. Hamilton broke the Red Bull streak last year, so be interesting to see. I don't think in the Haas, though, he's going to be breaking any streaks. But until next time, guys, leave your thoughts down below, and peace.